Namaste. Hear me, Rome again from Rome's Wellness and the Catherine, who is a cancer survivor and a thriver. Coincidence? Somewhere we walk a similar path, having the joy of a beautiful children, especially daughters, which are very close to mother's heart.
Absolutely.
And the point came, we had to experience the departure. And since we both experience that joy and the sorrow, maybe a little different way, that made us to connect. And then we came with the more life purpose, connecting with the others who are walking on this path or who had already experienced this path. So here we are in our culture, like in India, we have a saying that पत्नी ही क्षणाची पत्नी असते, मात्र माता अनंत काळाची असते. Means a wife is wife for a moment, but being a mother is infinite.
Beautiful.
That anything can change. You can change your name, you can change the father's name, father can be changed, but no one can change the mother.
Wow. Yeah.
So mother is for the infinite. Doesn't matter wherever we are, but our children always remain the part of our beingness.
Yeah. Forever changed.
There's never change.
Yeah.
So thank you for crossing in my life part too.
It's an honor. It's a gift. Thank you.
So would you like to share?
About my daughter.
Yeah.
About my experience. So, as Rome said, I am a cancer survivor and thriver, and I think one of my biggest fears was never to see my children grow up because of my illness. But I'm still here. And then the unthinkable happened, that my daughter, at the age of 22, got diagnosed with cancer. So it really derailed me. It's just the unthinkable happens. You know, I never thought that it would happen to her. And then she passed away from cancer.
As a caregiver,
Yeah.
what are the most challenging phase?
Seeing somebody that you love suffer. She was so young, and this was a rare and aggressive type of cancer, and it's still baffling to me and to everyone that knew her how this could happen. But being here and understanding more on a soul level and spirituality, you know, some things have been answered for me. But as a caregiver,
That time would have been really the tough situation.
yes.
We are like tearing apart our heart, our womb. So how did you manage to stay strong that time?
You know, I think that it's a mother's instinct to just, go into full gear and into savior mode. And I would and will do anything to save my child. And I put everything aside to be with her every minute, you know, for months. And it was an honor to do that. But it was excruciating to watch her suffer. But that didn't stop me from doing everything in my power to take care of her and to make sure that she was comfortable and that she knew she was loved and safe.
What would you like to tell other caregiver as a cancer patient experiencing that, and also caregiver? That's dual journey. Oh my God. Unimaginable, unthinkable. So what you would like to share with other caregivers which will help them?
I think that just taking care of yourself during that journey. And it was interesting. My daughter is such a generous, compassionate person and soul that even when she was feeling so horrible, she was more worried about me than herself. And I kept telling her, I am fine, I'm strong, I'm taking care of myself, I would exercise, eat well. I needed to show up for her. And I think that caregivers need to first and foremost take care of themselves so that they can take care of their loved ones that they're caring for. Yeah.
I know you're like a grief and coping journey, and this was a milestone one to be over here. So we will come further. Like any, she shared a lot of moment of her daughter with me.
Yes.
So I know as a mother we have a lot of moments with our daughter to cherish. And what I came to know from, she was a really beautiful, loving soul and the creator.
Yeah, and she was an artist. She made beautiful things,
Would you like
paintings,
to share
drawings.
something about that, her passion?
Yeah, so she just loved to bring beauty into the world, and she was very creative, and she made clothing and jewelry, and she loved to gift people her art, and she crocheted and knitted, and any kind of artistic medium she would explore and just master. And she was born with it. She was a born artist, and I'm finding things now that she has passed that we never saw before because she was very humble about her talents. And so we found a lot of treasures that she just didn't show anybody because she didn't really think she was as good as she was. And so we're really trying to honor her and create a legacy and share her art with the world and gift people and really use it to the way that she would have wanted to improve the world. And she and I spoke also about purpose and spirituality and you know, life after death and things like that, which was really important in that caregiver journey. And say everything that you want to say while they're here. That's what I really learned, is that I'm just so glad that I had that time to, you know, we knew she was sick, and then there was a point when we knew that, you know, she was going to pass, and to have those moments and really cherish that, because we never want to live with regret and wish that we would have said more, and just say what's on your heart and say how you feel and express the love that you have for your loved ones and those that you're caring for.
Any passion you like experience further purpose in her memories?
Yeah, so there's a few things. She loved animals, so we definitely want to honor that. We had our celebration of life at an animal sanctuary, and that was one of my promises to her, is that we were going to continue to care for and save animals. And then it just had me connect with other grieving parents and mothers that I thought, well, this is definitely a purpose and a passion for me. There are many things. So to show up and be support for cancer patients, cancer survivors and thrivers, and also the caregivers that are taking care of their loved ones who have cancer. And I've been on both sides. I've been the cancer patient and the cancer caregiver, which I never in a million years thought that would be me. And it's a long journey to heal, but a place like this, the retreat, where you're going to find spiritual healing, emotional healing, physical healing for grief and for caregivers or cancer patients, cancer thrivers, care after you've healed cancer. All of those things, it's a very holistic way to move forward in your evolution of not only you as a human, but your evolution as a soul. And of course I would take her back in a heartbeat, but because that's not possible, I recognize the gift that I was given to expand more, to find my true purpose beyond what I realized prior to her passing, and to know that I'm evolving on a much deeper and higher level than I was previously. So you always try to look for the silver linings in life, and I had to find the positive things. And one of the most profound things that came to me was that she lived her life always rooting for the underdog and wanting to take care of everybody, and she was very compassionate, loved animals, didn't want anybody to suffer, said nobody deserves to suffer. She said that in the end when I told her, I just don't want you to suffer anymore. She said nobody deserves to suffer. Everybody deserves love. And so what I realized is that in my deep sorrow and pain, that it was almost like she was causing me suffering due to her passing. But I couldn't look at it that way. I changed my mindset completely that she should be the reason for joy and love and happiness, not the reason for pain and sorrow and suffering. So it really helped me to not be so sad, because every time I was sad and cry, I thought, well, gosh, she would say, Mom, I don't want to be the cause of your sadness or your suffering. I want to be the cause for your joy and your happiness. So that was a real pivotal moment of a realization of how I can turn my sadness into joy.
So this encounter helped you to understand your, as a soul level,
Yeah.
be above the mom,
Yes.
and her soul existence
Exactly.
above at just accepting her as a daughter.
Yeah.
If I got that.
Yes. She's more than that physical form. And I would say
Evolved
soul. And even for us, this really worked well when, cancer is really horrific, and what it does to the body is unimaginable. And I didn't realize a body could do what her body did. And there was a point when she said, Mom, I don't even look human. And I, that was really hard. And I said, but you're not this. You're not this physical form. And it just gave us so much peace to realize that this isn't who we are. This is the vehicle that we're driving in this life, and this is what we're going to have.
It's a borrowed moment.
It's borrowed. It's impermanent. And, at the age of 22 and then 23 when she ended up passing, she understood that. And I knew she was evolved, and she had really kind of fast-tracked in those few months on her spiritual journey, and that gave me so much peace. And she actually said her father was reading the Tibetan book of the living and dying, in the hospital, a couple days before she passed, and she said to us that just reading that book for a short period of time makes me realize death is kind of beautiful.
It's new beginning.
And it's so mature. Yes, exactly. And I knew that she was going to be okay.
And one need that maturity to accept this truth.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the podcast, starting this recording, I wanted to tell you something, that you are looking beautiful.
No, thank you. I look a lot different than when I first arrived. Yeah, I've been here just coming up on a month. I'm here for just a couple more days. And the transformation has been really, really exceptional. And I was in deep, deep, deep grief when I got here. And of course the grief is still there. It's just softened. It has definitely softened. Yeah.
Because you saw now the whole picture from the third dimension.
Yeah.
So wherever you are in this path, whether cancer survivor or cancer caregiver, anywhere, if we can contribute some healing, some guidance to your journey, we both will be happy. And my place is always welcoming to you.
Yes.
That is my life purpose.
Yes.
To help, heal, and move in my healing.
Yeah, and it changes lives. It changes lives. And your life purpose has opened up my life purpose, which is amazing, because I knew that there was something there, and why we go through these things, these circumstances in life, and we have to be open to the reasons. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us. We will be sharing more on this journey.
Thank you.